Next, let's take a look at the Microsoft database. We have something called database. Look at database. So what is database? Database is formally known as the Common Data Service. It is a cloud-based storage option for your organization data, right? So you can connect to different business applications like Power Apps. You have something called Power Apps and Power Automate and more with your database. Okay. Some of the key benefits of the data are, right, it makes your company's metadata and data easier to manage, right? The database actually contains the predefined tables that are based on typical data structures. The advantage of using Microsoft database is, right, it is a cloud-based storage option, and the advantage is it is easy to manage and easy to secure, right? Only users can see the data that they are intent to see it, okay? And you can restrict the users to view only the specific data, and easy to access. You can connect to Power BI, you can use Power Apps to connect to DataVerse, and you can use Power Automate to connect to database, okay? So that is the reason why. So most of them, right, or not most of them, customers, they prefer database. So you can see something like database here. You can see the database, right? So you can see it here itself. Or else, if you click on get data, you will find database here. Can you see database here? So this is the one. So now we are going to see how we can use database. So already I have login credentials there. You can also go and create credentials there, and I think I closed it mistakenly. Just type Power Apps in the Google, and the first one, when you click on it, it will ask you, you need to sign in here. I already signed up with my credentials. In order to sign up with Power Apps, you need to have the official email ID. Anyhow, let us not worry about that. At least understand the concept how to connect to this one, or the steps. Look here, already I connected it, right? So using my ID, I connected it here. On the left side, you will find many things here: chatbots, AI builder, artificial intelligence builder, database, right? So I'm talking about this one only. When you click on this drop down, when you expand this one, you will find tables, choices, Azure Synapse Link, connections. I'm not going to discuss all the things. I just click on the tables. The tables are being loaded. So these are the tables someone else already created on the database in cloud. So these are the pre-existing tables, okay? Already they loaded the data, everything. And you can see various tables here, and I just click on this table. I'm interested in account table. Okay, so okay, here it still shows. Okay, let me do. Okay, you can see the. Okay, so this is the name, right? So this is the table name, account here, and the column names that are part of this table. So many columns are there. My God, as part of this one. So what we will do is we will connect to this one. Okay, so in order to connect to the database from Power BI desktop, you will just click on this gear icon. So on the right top corner, you will find it here, right? So you need to click on this gear icon, and what you do here is you need to click on the session details. In the session details, you will find something called instance URL. You exclude HTTPS, all the things except, excluding this thing, right? The /. You just select only this one. Right click on it, copy it, and go to Power BI, sorry, not here, and Power BI desktop. and DataVerse, you need to specify that one, copy paste. Already I copied it, isn't it? So the session details, from the session detail I just copied the system. Since I already connected, right, so by default it is getting connected there. Okay, but in your case, first time you need to specify the connection name, the server name, something like that. Okay, the cloud name, the database, the server link. Okay, is the cloud link, whatever I copied, right, you need to paste it first time. So in my case, since already connected it, right, it is by default it is connecting there. If I click on it here, expand it here, I should be able to see all the tables that are part of my database. This is the one, right? Let's close this. So this table, account table, will get this. Look here, account table. I just go back here. This is my database. Look here, and when I expand, when I click on the tables, whatever the tables that are available on the Microsoft Cloud, right? The same thing you can see: account, action card, account address, appointment. Somewhere it will be there here. Okay, the table name, address, all the things are displaying here. I am interested in account table only. I just click on load. So how to connect to Microsoft Cloud to bring the data to your Power BI desktop? When I connected to the Microsoft database and when I selected the account table, it shows two options: import or DirectQuery. There are two connectivity modes, which I will discuss it later. I'm going to I'm not going to make any changes. I simply go ahead with import option, click on OK. So what it says is, the import connectivity mode, what it does is it imports the entire data of your account table into your local Power BI desktop. It is bringing down the entire data to my Power BI desktop. It is loading now. Only 10 rows are there. The number of columns are more, but the number of records are less here. Anyhow, it will show the preview, data preview window here. No, it was not showing that. Okay, it was not showing it. And we have imported account from database. Look here, all the columns, many columns are there. If you want to see the data, go to data view and select account. See here, we could see the 10 records, right? So 10 records that are available on cloud, we can see it here also. So next I just go to the report canvas. So this is how you can import the data from cloud. So next what I'm going to do is I just use some pie chart or something like that. This is the visual. I just selected it here. Here a number of something is the number of so here I don't remember the column. Okay, we have something called number of employees. Okay, you need to just check on this one. Okay, you need to enable, either you can drop it here, or if you click this here, if you click on this one, automatically it will plot this one here. Okay, number of 45k, 1 second. Not this one, this is the previous one. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to put something like in the legend I'm going to put some name here. the legend. I just put it here. Look here. Now your pie chart is ready. Number of employees by name. Okay. So something like that. Okay. It shows the chart. So now with this you are able to understand how to connect to database and pull the data here. Okay. And as I told you, there are two connectivity modes are there for some connectors like a database, and even for the SQL server there are two connectivity modes are there, direct mode and import mode. And here what we did, we have imported the data from the cloud to my local system. Since we have oddly 10 records were there in this table on cloud, so import did not take much time. Let's say you have 1 million records are there on cloud. If you try to import it, it will take a lot of time. Depends on your network bandwidth and other factors, right? It will take a lot of time. And also, let's say if the volume of data is 10 million, it takes a lot of time, right, to import the entire data into a local system. So in that kind of situation, what we do is we use something else called direct connectivity mode. Instead of using import connectivity, direct connectivity. So in that case, what will happen is the data will remain as it is on your cloud. It will not download the data into your Power BI desktop. So in this case, import mode, it downloaded the data. It imported the data locally. In the case of direct query connection mode, the data will remain as it is on your cloud. So only thing is your Power Query will go and your visual will go and pick up the data from there, and then it will plot it here. Okay. So let me just now I'm going to select the same table and click on load. It will ask for direct or import or direct. So I'm going to use direct query mode. Instead of import, I'm going to, so in this case what will happen is the data will remain as it is on your cloud. Your visual, it goes and picks up the data from there and it will plot it here. Instead of downloading the data, it goes and picks up from there. Okay. So I'm going to select the direct query here. It will show something like that. You can simply ignore it, click OK. So in the case of direct query, what happens? It connects directly to the data in database. So you can use this direct query mode for real-time data retrieval. Okay. Now it directly connects there instead of downloading it, and right. So instead the downloading takes a lot of time. Simply directly go and connect to that one, and then you can show the visual. So create connections. Remember that if the volume of the data is very high, go for direct query mode. So the same is applicable with SQL Server or any Oracle database, whatever it may be. Okay. So here I just go and minimize this one. So we have the second table, account 2. When you click on it, you will not see the data here. Why? Because we have connected to the database directly using direct query mode. We did not import the data locally. Hence, you cannot see the data here. It queries. Now what I am going to do is I am going to create another visual. only the metadata will be available here. Okay, so I just click on this. So many columns are there. The simple and fast way of searching the column is use search option, put it in the legend name, and here the other column is number of employees. You just directly put it here, the values. Okay, the values and the name, you put it here. It will take some time, but in the case of DirectQuery it will take some time. It has to go connect there, and then it has to pull the data, right? So it has to directly connect there, and then it has to display this one. So this is with the DirectQuery mode, and this is the import mode. It imported the data locally, duplicate, right? So cloud also it is there, here also you have it, but here you don't have the data. It directly connects there, and it generated this chart. So now you understood what is how to load the flat files, the comma separated value files, and how to use folder option. And also you learned how to connect to DataVerse, which is on cloud, right? To connect in both the direct and import mode, how to connect to the DataVerse. And tomorrow we will continue with the SQL Server and other PBDS, Power BI data sets, and SQL Server, other different types of data, OData, everything we'll see tomorrow. Okay. Any questions so far? Watch my video and practice it, right? Simply watch my video and practice it. If you get stuck up, I explained everything step by step, isn't it? So watch my video and do it. See, for this data set, right, the database, you need to go and sign up at Power Apps site. Oh, is this what you are asking? So make.powerapps.com. Remember this. Okay, make.powerapps.com. You type it in Google in the browser here. Okay, and it will take you here, and you need to go and sign up here. You need to sign up, right? Like Gmail, how to sign up. Similarly, you need to sign up, and then you need to sign in here. Once you sign in here, on the left side you'll find database, and the tables, everything is available here. Select account and do whatever I did it. You try this, and CSV files, the data files that are available in my GitHub, right? So github.com, and here you will find Power BI. Hello, I'll call you back. Still the class is yet to complete. Okay. When Marimuthu missed out today's session, can you give some complex? Yeah, Bala, let's go step by step. Here they are completely new into IT. Let's go step by step. Don't worry. Okay, we'll give you some complex transformation as part of DAX queries. DAX, you need to do a lot of things. Do we get any assignment or practice? Yes, we will. First, let's go step by step. So you are yet to learn, right? So you are all beginners. I know when to give, because you are yet to get trained on other topics, right? So as part of data transformation, I'll give you some complex thing. You can start work on it. Start with basic, simple one, and then intermediate, and then advanced level. Okay, go step by step, and you will work on assignment also. Don't worry. So in tomorrow's session, yes, I will give you some assignments at the end of the session. You can start practice on it. So this is where, in this GitHub link, you will find, if you go and type Control F, sales_W04, it will take you directly here. Click on it, download it. Okay. But CSV file you cannot download it just like that. I think when you click on download, yes, it will open something like this. Okay. So what you do is, in this case, you do Control A. So once the load is completed, you need to wait for some time until this load gets completed, okay, fully. So now you need to you need to select Control A, Control C, open some notepad and put it there, save it as a sales W04.csv. That's all. It's that much simple. Okay. So all the data files you will find it here, and Power BI reports also you will find it. But anyhow, for you people, I'll create another folder. I'll put the day 1. I'll start with day 1, day 2, something like that. Okay. We will use some naming convention for this. So here meaningfully day 1 load different data sources, something like, right. So you can watch this one. Just